People who carry knives do not consider themselves to be in a gang, it is likely that they will face a range of similar risk factors to young people who offend in groups. Pitch 2009. From these ideologies, it can be inferred
defendable, right? Whatever I'm using, satire, irony, but now you've got to make them bulletproof for 10 years' time. Well, that's impossible.
Yeah.
That is impossible because things change, words change, people change, attitudes change, demand changes. So all you can do is say, "Oh, I'm not like that anymore."
Or 100 miles, the car says it'll do 95, I assume I'll get there. Because then if you stopped with 5 miles to go...
So would you like to see what...
Yeah, I can't wait.
Have you opened it yet?
No. This is a sausage, toast and beans omelette.
This episode
You're odd.
Sky. Is anyone else running out of things to watch?
Yeah, thanks to share my opinion. I'm going to tell you right now I don't like it, but we'll see.
Fair enough.
I actually saw that video yesterday, and when I took my Model 3 out, just for the heck of it, I was like pretending that that's how it shifted. Now I know when something's new, you know, it's going to feel unnatural, but it felt super unnatural. And then when I was in this tight parking lot and I had to make a K-turn, I'm going back and forth, reversing. I had to like look at the screen. Like when you're shifting, you don't have to look at the shifters. You're looking outside, front and behind you, back and forth. But I had to stop at the screen.
There's like a sound associated with like forward and a sound associated with reverse, and then the maybe you can point to your way. Even if we're trying to
But it's a physical control that makes sense, and it's
Yeah.
like orientation.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's all the algorithms. And stuff.
Yeah.
But then the permanent suspension, that's what they call it, was when she said that she was going to a UKIP rally to punch people in the name of tolerance, and they got really, they said that, I think they said that was inciting violence. Anyway, whatever it was, got completely banned, and they sent an email saying it's totally banned, you're not coming back, and then they brought it back in 2020 to change your principles, your values. That's given them way too much power. Actually, I think more people are voting.
You know that the white supremacist thing when they hold
bollocks as well.
Bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like the OK symbol thing. That's
I did that for a charity.
I'm excited. Alice has had to like G herself up. She has got a cold sore.
Don't tell everybody that.
We did arrive. Alice was in her pajamas brushing her teeth, so we thought she was literally on her way to bed.
Can I take a picture of it to put on Instagram?
You're a whistleblower now. I'll jump on that train with you. So you're both whistleblowers.
Yeah.
So you're the whistleblowers, and I'm the carcinogen.
Yes.
That's terrific. Hey, that makes Adam Sachs the evil CEO.
Yeah, he's Philip Morris.
As a woman or whatever, if you're have all this testosterone through your body and you're a biological man, with or without your gender,
And you pay for it. So you pay for them to come around to bear witness, so they can sit there and berate you for your white privilege over dinner. It's called race to dinner.
Well,
I loved it.
I mean, I don't think this kind of thing.
It's worthwhile bearing in mind if you are looking at Harvey's Land as an option, they also charge an $11.95 share dealing fee. For some people, that's a little steep. For some people, they don't mind paying that fee. So just make sure that you're aware of that. If you don't want to kind of be bothered with doing
sealed it, so it was just one of those things we didn't talk about as a family. We just left it there, well, that's the joy of having a house humidity.
I was running fast down the narrow lane, looking back over my shoulder,
Please note all prescription requests and inquiries should be directed to the NHS prescription board.
And all the time thinking, no, don't shout at him. That's the wrong thing to do, surely. Because you can't help it. It's not like he did this on purpose.
No one does that on purpose.
Oh, and
Come
you're
on.
never going to get over something.
Well, maybe if
Just say to his parents, why didn't you come home immediately? Go, well, the teacher made me clean it up.
What are you going to do now? time. I don't know.
That's quite a lack of empathy there, isn't it, from a teacher?
Yeah.
That is really bad.
I mean, it's annoying to have a classroom.
That's the thing. That is a bad day at work.
It is a bad day at work. Yeah, I'd be.
Would you shout?
Well, no, I'd go. We can't carry on because the smell.
It was the best advice I got all that day. And then, yeah, when Steve Harvey came out, I was like, oh man, this is big. By the time we're answering questions, we were just in the flow. And we were like, really became a team, like very fast. We were like, no, we have to win today. And like, I'm not a very competitive person.
That was funny.
And then we finally get into the club.
Yeah.
Well, we get into the club because Carla pays the bouncer off for you and I to get.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
don't
the
have,
same.
any bouncer spinning game. I would have thought
No, I
Turk
don't.
had a little something to say.
I'm just gonna say something. Isn't that the same guy that when you're wearing the headphones and you go, I wish it could be nice if I could touch your body, and he turns and looks and you go, not you.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I think that's the same guy.
I think they went to the
Come on.
muscular 6'7" casting office, and he got called in twice.
Twice, yeah.
I mean, obviously he can act. You know, some fellas have the look and can't act, but he, yeah.
He was very funny.
Yeah, he
that was very funny. You didn't even say anything. All you said was like, it's about time. He's like, you're out.
Yeah, but you tried to bust the Ebonics.
And then I tried to bust.
Your Ebonics went awry. You were
I don't know if it was Ebonics. I tried to talk with like Snoop.
With your arms, dude. That's
I don't
hilarious.
know, dude. The fact that it's on beat cracks me up every time, dude.
It's so funny.
That shit is hilarious.
And I love anytime Turk is exposed, like as big a nerd as JD, because Turk always tries, especially in front of fellow African Americans, to seem like cool and tough. But he couldn't hold it in. He's got to be as dorky as.
I laughed really hard at that.
Dude, when we cut, that is such a funny cut. When Carla turns to her right, Turk, you got to stop JD. And then we cut back, and you're coming in with that strut.
And then I come in.
Strut. Yeah, you raise your arms. That shit is so funny the way you raise your arms.
Oh gosh, that was. I laughed really hard at that. I laughed hard at that, and I laughed hard at freaking the Todd grabbing somebody. Another African American male in the hallway pointing at Carla and going, her, she's not black.
No, first it goes, Todd. First of all, we learned that Todd thinks that Judy is black, and she says, Todd, I'm not black, and he goes, right, and I'm not straight. and then he disappears, and then he grabs a black man, and he's like, you just hear him whisper, there, is she black?
And the guy goes, no, man. Crazy.
That was
fucking hilarious, dude.
What about when I go, baby, you know you're his world? What was
right.
that?
Well, that's because I mess up in front of Carla where I'm talking about. You have to forgive me for this. I don't have notes today. I freaking.
That's okay. I'm here. You were talking about the fact that you hadn't dated a lot of black women and that you didn't end up with a black woman, and how you wish you had, and then. When Carla sort of makes a face and JD jumps in and is like, hey.
You know you his world. That's right. She's
like, I was trying to, I don't have a D on the word world. I'm like, baby, you know you're his world.
I wonder if you asked me before, how do I say it? Do I say world or world?
Yeah, what's the correct way to say it? Do I
world.
Say world or
world?
World. Baby, I know you're his world. That shit was funny. Now the moth joke.
The song about Paul McCartney, How Do You Sleep at Night? You know the song?
that a dismissive, there's no point, or you're disgusted?
Both.
Really?
Yeah, both.
So are you
So
a
tell me
human?
about you.
You won't even talk about you liking the Beatles because I'm not as big a fan as you. Is that what
It's
you're
not fun
saying?
to talk about somebody if you're not a big guy. I'm just a massive, massive fan.
Okay.
By the way, Paul McCartney came to a show of mine in New York.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine what that meant to me? He came to the show.
Calm down. So funny because you're handed the bust and it sits on a stool while you give your speech. And so I thought, God, it'd be great to go to set an actor in all the movies that I'm in. You stare into it. That's what you do. If you're not good looking, you just stare into it. You don't try to make good looking people feel bad for being good. There's a whole bunch of life that they don't even understand until their looks start. They get their pain when their looks go away. Okay, and they haven't built any solid relationships with anybody, and then
when I saw Steve Carell, who was on the floor laughing how good he was. I mean, Michael Scott at Steve Carell tweets a little more complicated than that story, but just this one. Absolutely
freaking great. And still, none of us believed that this little world of ours would last. Here's Jenna Fisher.
We shot the pilot in March of 2004, and my 30th birthday.
Yeah. And on top of that, the network said, you have to make it for half the price. And I needed everyone to take less money on these episodes. And so I remember my first call was to Ricky and Steven because I thought they would say, but I was like, we have a chance to do this. And everyone said yes.
It's unbelievable.
And about the money, I sensed that he might have some resentment about not getting the job. So I said, now we had a talk. And I told him, I need a really strong number 2. I want you to be my enforcer.